Hello, everyone. Welcome to Two Dogs Digs Hall Pass. It's Tuesday. Time for our live Hall Pass. Thanks for joining us here at Two Dogs Digs. We are doing one of our favorites, which is our monthly, hopefully monthly, Thrift It or Throw It. And the fun thing about this is that this time, Rick has some Thrift It or Throw It. It's not just me. No, it's not just me. So Rick actually has some that he's going to be doing. And speaking of him,
shock and dismay. Hello. That's all I have to say. Oh, he wants me to talk because he's chewing on dinner.
Something.
Yes, I napped.
Welcome to our club members.
Asking if I napped.
Welcome to our.
Oui, j'ai napped.
Welcome to our club members.
Oh, yes. Welcome to all of our club members. If you see that you've got a little icon beside your name, you're part of our club. If you don't have a little icon beside your name, what's stopping you? Okay, I'm done.
That was it. Okay, thanks. Yes, thanks for hopefully you'll join us. If you have the little icon, you'll be able to have. You're a member of the Two Dogs Kennel Club. For $2.99 a month, you get to support all the things we do that hopefully find you ways to help you make more money while you're out thrifting and reselling. And that's one of the things about Thrift It or Throw It that we think is fun, is we see what different people think about different items. And that's one of the things as resellers, there's no one right way to do it. A lot of people do things differently. A lot of people buy and sell things differently. That's why you can go into a thrift store and see people whose carts are completely full of stuff. And you can look at it and go, why the hell are they buying that? And then people might be thinking the same of you. Why the hell is he buying that? But then there's always that other time when you go in and you get cart envy. Oh my God, if I'd been here 5 minutes earlier, like when we were away in the States and I chose two different thrift stores, chose this thrift store over this one. So we went to this one first, this one second. And then when we got to second, somebody had literally just picked up and put a rain lamp for $8.99 into their cart. If I'd done it the other way around, I could have probably had a rain lamp. So that was cart envy. So you never know what's going to happen.
So sad.
So sad.
So sad.
So sad to be all alone. Big hello to everybody who has joined us here. Hello, Nellie and Heidi, Janet. And thanks, Janet and Heather as well, for joining us when we go on to our Whatnot shows. We took a little time off this weekend to try and get some stuff organized because we're a little bit of a mess. Hey, Lisa, Tina.
Mess means lazy.
More and more. Hey, Donna. Donna's been shopping lately at the Freelton Mall. So does some great stuff that she found there. It's unseasonably warm where Heather is. I think I said Pam. If I didn't, hello, Pam. Diana. Hello, evening to her. Diana is plugging away at trying to see if things sell on Facebook Marketplace. Why do I know that? Because I'm a friend of hers and I keep seeing stuff that she posts. Elisa, how are you? Adrian, huzzah, you made it on time. Ollie, hello. So thanks. Sorry, Linda. Hey there. Glasses are impressive. Thank you. These are my new glasses. I ordered them just because I like having fun things. And they're actually from a company called Pear. Now, if you like them, I can give you a code. This is what the neat thing about them is. They are magnetic glasses. So they're regular prescription glasses that have different frames that you can put on them. And you can get any kind of prescription. This is a computer prescription. But take a look at some of these. And they go on top of each other. There's my little plain old ones. Harry Potter's Marauders map. This is my DC superheroes. Look, Wonder Woman. There's Wonder Woman. Sesame Street. There's Big Bird and Elmo. My Pride Rainbow. And finally, my Plaid. Maybe I'll go. No, I'll stick with the dogs today. For now. So these are neat because these are $60. You can buy a pair of glasses for $60. Canada or the US. They ship to Canada. They come in a great little case with a place for your frame things to go on top. And then the frames, they're constantly coming out with new frames. They have Marvel, they have DC, they have NFL, they have sports. Go sports! They have licensed ones, like all sorts of different things, and the frames are between $15 and $25 a piece. They have sunglass frames, all sorts of frames. So if you're interested in that, just let me know. But might be able to put a thing down here if Rick actually takes time over on here. But I think they're a lot of fun because they actually allow you to go, just like I'm doing with a lot of my shirts now. It's like, what mood am I in today? I'm in a little dog mood. So I got my dog paws on. Hello, Mr. Carl. Don't thrift for 3 months. I know it's like all of a sudden, just going down here. Hello, Don. Thanks for popping in. And Candace, thank you for joining us too. And next week, hopefully, Carl, we have to check with him, but hopefully Carl will be back for our monthly What's Sold in the Past Month. Where is Thumbkin? Now, I know that means something, but I just don't know. Oh, thanks. Love to have you rejoin, Donna. Thank you so much. But what we're talking about today is Thrifter to Throw It. I'll add him back in. And we thought we'd start off with a Thrifter to Throw It because we were away, that we'd start off with Thrifter to Throw It at an antique mall, because Thrifter to Throw It doesn't necessarily mean it has to be. I mean, you can Thrifter to Throw It at a garage sale. You can Thrifter to Throw It at an estate sale. But we happened to be at we went down to the States when there wasn't literally a good, the estate sales sucked. Frankly, they sucked. And so we weren't down there for that. We were down there to go and see Into the Woods. But we did use that opportunity to go to a bunch of different antique malls that we don't normally go to. Some of them were close to us in the Buffalo area, Niagara area. Some of them were actually in Rochester and Canandaigua, so they were quite a ways away, an hour and a half drive. But we went to a bunch of different ones. So we thought we'd start off with some thrifting or throwing it from antique malls, because you can find stuff. Now, we did buy stuff at the antique malls. Now, I will tell you, one of the things we mentioned last week, we got 2 different sets of Pyrex at the antique malls, but I didn't take pictures of them. And so this is the thing when we thrift or throw, we have to think in advance, did we take a picture of it before it's in the car? And so sometimes we're so excited. So with the Pyrex, we didn't thrift or throw it. We actually just bought it.
I took a picture of the number of the case it was in.
All we took a picture was that's
which would be boring.
38 sort of thing. But these are things that we found at the antique malls. Now, first of all, hold on a second. Let me move this over. So, first one we wanted to show you was just something that we're going to tell you we didn't buy this, but it would have been a thrifter to throw it, but we were so disappointed. So this is a lamp that we actually have a perfect shade for, don't we, Rick?
Yes. We have one of those tiered shades.
It's a chalkware lamp. As you can see, the price on it, $40.
Plus, there was a 25% off sale for President's Day weekend.
$27. Now, I don't know. This could be a thrifter to throw it and asking, is this the kind of thing you would thrift? Because it was actually not working, and that was the challenge that we had with it. Otherwise, it had very little chips to the chalkware. You can see that the chalkware chip has very few chips to it. And we go farther away from it, and we had a metal lampshade for it. So it was $30. But I just wonder whether or not it's something that you guys would thrift or throw if you knew that it was vintage, but it didn't work. Would you invest money into that, or would you actually leave it and say no? So yeah, there's Diana saying you could and this is just it. You could always replace the electrics.
I was a little concerned because it was chalkware, and to actually get the wire up through the tube inside the chalkware would have been quite a challenge.
Heather says no. Dawn says she's cheap, so no. Heidi says no. It needs to have a pair. It can sit on its own. You can see actually behind it, there's actually another one of the chalkware pairs. Not in American dollars. No, pass. Chalkware can be tough too. Yeah, I'd invest in a new battery, but that's about it. So it's a pass for everybody. So you guys did exactly what we thought about on that. Um, it's the kind of thing that if we would have actually been keeping it, but I would be putting it probably into a max sold auction. And I didn't think there was enough of a potential return risk, because if we put it in with the shade that we want, we can sell the shade alone for $75.
Yeah.
So I really didn't want to risk it. So next, people see these all. We've seen these all the time. Hey, Paul. They are Danish trolls that are made. It's kind of like these are from a broom, aren't they, Rick? Like,
Yeah, or it's horsehair. I can't
horsehair.
figure out what it is.
Little monkey man.
I love the eyes.
Little
I don't
penguin.
understand the penguin, though.
No, I don't understand the penguin either. So this is one of those things. I'm surprised Rick didn't look at the bear behind it. Now, the price on this, let's see if we can see it in there. It looks like it might have been $25.
Yeah.
But it was, again, this was a 25% off sale. So this would have ended up being about $15 to $17 for this. So it's it looks like the top of it is actually made with some kind of like pine cones or things like that. I don't know. It's not Google eyes. So the penguin's adorable. That's why it had to be there. Thrift it. Oh, hell to the no. Thrift, Adrian just sold the Swedish Gala horse. Thrift the troll. Thrift it. Yes. Well, look at that. So those you would get if the price is right. Too weird for Heather. Well, what did we do, Rick? Did we thrift it or throw it?
We threw it.
We threw it.
We're trying to be a bit more selective in the things that we do pick up. Trying. And I think the comps for that were not good enough of a return.
Hey, Cameron, thanks for popping in. So yeah, it happened to be a throw. And it's interesting that you
fire.
Now, here's something that just screamed for me, because I actually had never seen these before. This is people size Barbie finishing touches. It's a costume 20-inch fashion wig, a feather boa, 40-inch feather boa for $9.99, and finishing touches. You need to have those 14-inch lace gloves to go along with it for $5.99. So $6, $16, including the thing. It's missing that fabulous hat, but we can get the wig for $8, so $22. I should go off screen and let you know, what would you do with something like this? Again, when we look at it, we think it's licensed and it's Barbie. So that immediately takes it, and it's in a package. But you can see from the packages that this obviously was probably worn and loved at least once. It's dated 1983 down in the bottom corner, which you can barely see in there.
Wasn't that the year you graduated?
No on Barbie stuff. Let's see it on you. Too contemporary. Thrift for personal use. Adrian would buy it and give it to us for Christmas. Throw it due to the high price. Yeah, now, and that's just it. Nellie says price too high. Carla saying thrift. Now it's interesting. Ivy's saying thrift. It's interesting that you're saying no to. A couple of people said no to the price when you've got like $6 and $9 on that. But you know what? It actually is overpriced. Those items are selling if we wanted to ever flip them. If you were going to buy them for personal use, that's a different thing. But if you were actually going to be buying them to thrift to resell,
you don't need another wig or boa.
No, but from a resale, I literally did look them up, and from a resale perspective, they were going for around the price that they're listed on there. So there wasn't any potential profit in that. And again, as Rick said, I don't necessarily need any more of those things. This next thing I thought was really interesting, and Rick thought it was really cool and interesting too. This is a slip-on phone cover. Let me give you a better picture of that. It's a silver plate phone cover. So this actually sits on your phone. It like clips onto one of those old school phones that Carl was talking about, like selling. Like this is the kind of phones that you find now. So this was $10. Now, I know it needed a little bit of work on it, and you can see it in terms of, but the fact that it's silver plate, I love that it had its own Gorham silver plate box still with it. So the box top is there that goes on top of it. I think I have another photo of it right here as well. There's another photo that's a little bit better. So I've never actually looked or seen anything like this at all. Hey, Andrew. Probably throw. That was for the last thing. How many boas does one need? You can never have enough boas. Cameron says, cool, I would pick that up. Diana said, throw it. It looks like it's peeling. Adrian says, it's random as heck. I know. It was like, it caught my eye. It was like, I always look for stuff that's in boxes. And I was like, what is this? So it's like a tissue box crochet doll, but for landline. No. The silver plate handle is actually something that snaps on to a regular phone. So that just happens to be how they're displaying. It is very high as a bouquet, isn't it?
Lady of the house speaking.
Who is it? Sheridan's calling. Lady of the house speaking. That's cool. Might just get it to see what you can get. Throw. Too weird. Lisa's saying throw. Adrian's saying throw. So it's interesting. So we got that's probably close to a 50-50 on that. Thrift. Candace is saying throw. Well,
I think it's skewing more to throw.
A little more to throw, so 60-40 throw. Well, what did we do with it? We threw it. Why? Because surprise, surprise, surprise. It's worth about $10. That's the thing I think that shocked us too, is sometimes you go into thrift stores or other place and well, that's true, Cameron. Weird does sell a lot. And that's probably what pulled me to it. Because I don't have a phone that I would use for it. But it was the kind of thing that just went, somebody's going to want this, especially with the box, and especially because it's silver plate and it's Gorham. And then I find that there's a bunch of them all sitting or selling for $8 to $10. So they priced it right for somebody who may not be an eBay seller or a reseller. At the price it was at, which was $10, you had to be $10.01 to get the 20% off in this mall. So a lot of people were pricing things right at $10. So then you only got 5% extra off of it. So it would have been at the end of the day $9.50, but still it would have been just hard. And then yes, the compatibility on it is one thing, except as Carl was saying last month when we did our monthly thing, those vintage phones are selling big time and for good money. So the nice thing is, if you are using one of those phones, even on display, it could be something you may want to just do. And it may shine up, it may not. Cameron saying, weird attracts weird. That's why I like this channel. Thank you, Cameron. Does anyone get a kick out of Craig pretending to pick up items off camera? It's like peekaboo. It's true. Well, let's look and see what's next. This is also Antique Mall. Now, this is at a mall we found. This is at a different mall. This is a set of 6, and literally, I don't know if we can see the thing there. This was a set, heavy sugar creamer.
No, that's not the tag for it.
That's not them? That's not.
No.
Oh, the tag there is at the back. I was thinking that doesn't look like a sugar and creamer. That's those over there. So this is a set of 6 dirty brass
footed candlesticks.
And the price, I believe, on it, Rick, was what, like 20?
$24 for the 6 of them.
Well, that's why I thought that might have been the price, because it was like $27. So yeah. This is all 6. You're getting all 6 of these for let's say $27. So what would you do with 6 feeted brass? There's the little feetsies. Brass candlesticks. Would you thrift 6 for $20 $7, so they're like $5 a piece? Or would you say, no, I would throw those. I'd leave them at that antique mall. Okay, so we've got Elisa. No, throw. Frankenstein weirdness. Oh, because it's like a candlestick with a foot. Nope. On Karen's, brass is on her don't buy list. Throw the brass, Donna said. Janet, throw the candlesticks. Too lazy to clean. Diana's thrift, but to keep. Well, pass. The finish looks rough. Throw. Adrian says, I do well with candle holders, but not this time. Throw. Nellie is thrift. I like brass. So Paul is throw. So this one is like a good 90% plus on the throw side of things. So what did we do? Carl saying throw. Lisa saying throw. So Nellie's the only one who said thrift. And this is a Rick.
I bought them.
And Rick picked them up.
I have a thing for brass, and they're actually much bigger than they look in the picture. So they're quite substantial. They weigh a pound each. So it's like 6 pounds of brass. We have a guy who comes to our Max Sold auctions who buys all of the brass that we post.
Not your
Sorry, it's hard.
Just you hold one up.
Okay, I can do that.
Pretend you're Vanna on our Whatnot show.
Okay, look at the little feetses. Oh, it's like a Roman thing. So this is the one comp I could find. This person is selling a single one for $51.18 Canadian, and they're having a 25% off sale. So close to $40 Canadian. I've got 6 of them. Even if I get $10 each for them, I'm well ahead of the game for what I paid for them. And I think that I can get that for them. That's all I have to say.
Diana has a set of 2 of them. Does brass have value? He usually just donates it.
It depends on the piece. I've had some really good luck with some of the brass things I've sold. Like the door knockers. I've sold several door knockers. I've sold several brass bells. The brass bells that I've sold are the lady bells. A couple of them had little dangling feet as the clappers, and those ones really took off. Those ones sold very quickly, and for the outrageous price that I had put them at.
Yeah, and that, like, he sells them not only in Max Sold, but he does sell them on eBay. We have sold them on eBay. By the way, Don, I see you got a new logo. That looks amazing. The little right selections. That looks great. Love her new logo, Rick.
What logo?
See by her name? Right selection.
Oh, okay.
Do we have a lot of repeat Max Sold customers? Yes, we do, actually. We're probably, I would say that within our sales, likely about 20% of the people are repeat customers on every single sale that we've got. Not the same people like every time, but about 20% of the people that have bought from us, and we usually have between 40 to 60 buyers per sale. So 8 to 12 buyers have bought at a previous Max Sold auction from us. So we also have an email list where we send everybody who wants to a thing saying Two Dogs Digs is having another Max Sold. So we haven't done one for the past 2 months. We're actually finishing our first one literally tomorrow. So we'll be having our first Max Sold of.
I don't want to have people climbing up our driveway in the snow.
In the spring season. Elisa, I've sold school brass bells. Bells are not candle holders. That's
Hey, if you clang them, they do ring. And yeah, it does depend on what it is. Like for me to buy a piece of brass now, it really has to be something that I haven't seen a lot of or something that I know will sell. So I've looked at a lot of comps for various brass things, and in my mind, I kind of understand what people are looking for when you're trying to resell on eBay, for example. Just go onto eBay and do a quick search for brass and see what shows up. So
Elisa, if Max Sold is bothering you, just tell them I'm a reseller. I'll take my time because they actually bother me. And I tell them all the time, nah, leave me alone. I don't have any problems. Never mind. So now let's move to the thrift store.
Oh, you have to go back to yours.
And there's a lovely picture. Rick made me hold this up. I look evil.
You do.
Evil daddy. I have no idea where I got that evil look from. Rick found the daddy and the doll, and he handed them to me. He said, "Pose." So we're now into the thrift store world to see how things go. So let's start off with something that we normally wouldn't necessarily even consider. But as we were walking through one of our thrift stores, right at the front where they were just, I guess this was just coming out, boom, I see a New York Knicks ladies stretch jersey dress. Now, I know that in the past, and Greg, who may be watching us on TV with Kathy, hello, does a lot of sales in the sports jersey sort of thing. So this was something I looked at, and it was actually $7.99. It's a licensed NBA for her. It's a size extra large. But I had actually never seen something like this. So if you saw something that's at $7.99, is this the type of thing that you would actually go for? Because it's New York Knicks, because it's like an extra large as well, and it's only $8. Do you think this is the kind of thing that you would thrift or throw? And would we thrift it or would we throw it? Let me see what you're thinking on there. That go, yay sports, go sports. Yes, that's who we are. Yay sports, no sports. No, just no sports. Heather saying, I'd look that up. Elisa said, I picked up an Eagles Carson Wentz jersey tonight for $6. Okay.
Don't know who that is.
Huh?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what Eagles are. Who is Carson? What's a Wentz? I do know that what jerseys are.
Does he have a cute bum?
Yay, sports ball. Throw. Hey, Danny. Jay, thanks for joining us. No to clothing. Tina's saying thrift it. Adrian said you thrifted it. Not my niche. Andrew's saying probably thrift. It looks cheap. Well, it is NBA. Lisa's saying I'd look it up too. Oh, he's in sports. Eagles is football. Oh, thank you, Tina. Philadelphia Eagles football. Wentz is the quarterback. See, at least I knew that Knicks was basketball, but that's only because it's a basketball. I can't really go too
Sports
with
ball.
that. So what did we do? Did I thrift it or I threw it? Why? Well, actually,
It wasn't your size.
it was. I need a triple XL. What can I say? Actually, the reason I threw it is I had a hard time finding comps. I actually thought about it because it was only $7.99 that I was thinking this might be the sort of thing that is a good sale because it was an extra large. But I was just challenged in the store trying to find that pattern in an extra large or even like that pattern alone in any size and find any kind of comps. And yes, we buy clothing and we put it in boxes and we never sell it, but we do buy clothing. So and we are I should stay away from it. But again, if I saw a Philadelphia Eagles Wentz jersey for $6, I might pick it up. Why?
And put it on the back of the dress or the closet where all of the other
all the other ones are hanging
jerseys
up
are.
and I've got to sell.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you don't. You don't want to see me in that. That is tighter than my Zap as American Gladiator Zap costume. It would not. No, that would not be a pleasant thing. Next, we'll move from something that you know that we probably don't do to something that you're never sure if we're picking it up or not. This is a Wellington's plate. So there you can see $4.99. It's a black plate. I saw it on the bottom shelf. So again, what caught my eye, you can see there's the floor right there. So I'm walking along and I see this big black plate, shiny, and it's got this Wellington logo on it. And I'm like, oh, what's that? So I turn it over. There it is, $4.99, a better picture of it, so you can see. So I flip it around, and what do I see? It's Rosenthal, Germany. Designed by Tapio Workala. Workala, baby. But it's Rosenthal, Germany for this Wellington plate. So what do you think you would do, or what do you think we did with a black Wellington plate? I don't know if it's who Wellington is. He's probably a quarterback too. I'm guessing he was a quarterback. It looks like an upside down top hat. It kind of does, doesn't it? That's very true. Thrift the plate. No plates. No plates. No plates. It's like the no capes thing. No plates. You'd buy it. Oh, you bought it. How much was it? $4.99. Lisa saying thrift. Oksana saying the name of designer is a good sign, so thrift. New Zealand. Throw it. Doesn't look old, and I hate plates. Toss it. Throw it. Thrift it. Who is Wellington? Oh my gosh. What is Wellington? Somebody you told me about, Carl, and I forgot that you told me about who he is again. Throw. Thrift.
They named the boots after him.
The Duke of Wellington fought at Waterloo against the French, like ABBA told us. Thrift.
I thought the song was Waterloo, not Wellington.
Thanks for joining us here. We'll do repeat. Is it a plate or a charger? I think it's a plate.
It's a plate.
The size of it, it doesn't look like it's an actual charger. Uses a frisbee. Well, what did we do? Swing frisbee. We actually bought it. Yeah. So this is the size. It's a little smaller than an actual charger would be. So, and there's the markings are good on the back of it. And why did we look at buying something like this for $4.99? Well, because Rick hates plates. He hates when we buy plates. And so, of course, we had to buy it. Well, this is when we picked it up. Here it is in Worth Point, and it sold in 2019, this exact plate, for... Let me put it on the side there.
I don't see that.
I know, I'm trying to make it bigger. Oh, wrong screen. Sold for $44 in...
Nice that they wiped the fingerprints off the plate in the pictures.
Huh?
Nice that they wiped their fingerprints off.
Oh, yeah. So Wellington charger plate, Tapio Workala design for Rosenthal. Rare 11-inch. They're calling it an 11-inch charger plate with the embossed Duke of Wellington. So it's interesting because they don't put anything in here. And it's so as an idea, that's one of the things that they didn't put in Duke of Wellington in the thing. They put more emphasis on Tapio Workala. So we'll do a little bit of looking at it, but thank you. Yes, thank you so much, Danny. So hopefully a cha-ching. Again, having something that we can pick up for $4.99. No chips or cracks on it. We made double sure of that. Yeah, it does have my fingerprints on it. But yeah, it's actually kind of nice. Again, we'll look up this, but hopefully we'll take this and flip like a $5 plate into at least $30 or $40. Not sure if we'll auction it or what we'll do on it, but that will definitely...
I'm going to make you pack that.
That will definitely be something that we put on eBay. Well, no, it'll go great in one of our pizza boxes because it's got a nice... It's not too thick. And again, we'll probably call it a charger, even though I never really thought about an 11-inch plate as being a charger before. So staying in the plate world and staying in the upper class plate world, what would you do with something like this? This is a set of 5 pieces for $9.99. And it is fashionably, it is different fashions from the era. They're square plates. So there are 3 of these smaller square plates, 1 horizontal and 1 square plate, all different patterns on them. And actually, they are Villeroy and Bach made in Luxembourg. And they're from the Sepfontaines. I know, Carl, you're going to lecture me. I don't know who the Sepfontaines are. I think the Sepfontaines were related to the Wellingtons, or they fought them on the sports field. I don't know. But
The
it's
Seven Fountains.
This is a really strong name for things. So would you look at something like Villeroy and Bosch, again, a set of all 5 pieces. So that small one is probably about 4x4. So the bigger one is probably close to like 14
9x9
inches. The big square one is like, yeah, it's not, it's more like 9x9, 10x10. So Karen saying Villeroy and Bosch are great buys. Oksana saying Thrift. Lisa saying Thrift. Janet saying Thrift. Sherry saying Thrift. Look them up, but probably get them. Thrift. So this seems to be like, we gotta throw. Andrew's against the Sepfontaines. We gotta throw.
Can I say throw?
Huh? You can say what you want. You don't know what I did with these.
I don't know. So
no, I have a box that I put stuff in, and so sometimes he doesn't even know what we're doing. So what did I do with the Sepfontaines, Villeroy and Bosch? I threw them. What? What? Why would I throw them? Well, surprisingly, I did do the look up on those. So Diana saying pass, Lisa saying Thrift a little slow. This is why there are currently right now 12 of these sets listed on eBay, and not one of them has sold. So there's not one sold, and people are listing them for what I think they think is big money, and that might be part of the problem. You can see $39, and this was not a complete set either. Like the way you can see, this person has the set, but they don't have the big square piece, and they're asking $65 for it. So I don't have, that set is not even the correct pieces. So when you're looking at it, you can see it's like that's got the square piece and 6 of the small ones. So part of the challenge is this set is like a weird set. It's like no people have that set as a complete one. This person wants the base bottom there, $30 for just that. But not one of these has sold. That's the interesting thing. And you can see even the lowest price on them is $35. And if I do go to solds, there are 0 of the solds. So the reason we decided to pass on these is because to get all 6 pieces, yeah, it was kind of interesting. And what caught me on it was looking at that price and seeing the $9.99 for 5 pieces. That made me go, ooh, $2 a piece. But I just did not think it's just not right. There's something that's not right about it and worth it. Yes, it was very much worth looking up. And that's what you have to do sometimes. You have to figure that out. You have to look it up. Tina says, honestly, didn't like the pattern and didn't think they would sell. Well, there you go. You are a very smart lady. You are. Let's go next into something that you may see sometimes. And this is a controversial one as to whether you would pick it up or not. And I think I know what a lot of you are going to say. So this is a set. Well, it's not the set, but this is UNESCO birthday girls. So these are little China figurines, porcelain figurines. And you can see on the side there it is called Growing Up Birthday Girls. And they are made by UNESCO. And they actually have them to cover from baby. So there's the B for baby. Through all the different years. There's 3, 6, 7. So somebody, I guess, either reached 16 and turned goth, and mom said, "Oh, I'm getting rid of these," or the daughter was like, "Oh hell, mom, I don't want these." For some reason, somebody decided to get rid of the entire memorial collection of them, and they were marked only $2.99 a piece. So they were $2 an each. So what? Right off the bat, Karen had these and broke most of them. So you might have been able to replace the years that you missed. Now, I have to ask Aaron, did you break years that actually had something traumatic happen? I don't want 13 anymore. Toss it, please. Throw the Inesco. If they had all of them, maybe. That's a different way to think about it. Maybe she died. That's another way to think. Heather's saying the same. Pass, but maybe if they had all of them, clothesline them off the shelf. Actually, I was like, throw. Andrew's throw. Pass. My sister had those. Aw, Candace, are you jealous? You didn't. Candace is mad because her sister got them and she didn't get them. Smash. Neither can confirm or deny it. Throw. Well, what did we do? It's full of cheese. She did. What did we do with this fabulous? Let's see. How many? Baby. 3, 8, 6, 9, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There may be a full set here. What did we do with this set? We clotheslined them off the shelf. Well, no, we didn't do that.
No.
That would be too loud and that would be destroying property. But we did pass on them because they are everywhere. And they're a very hard sell. Although it is true that you can find them, if we look here, just alone for growing up birthdays. This is the growing up birthdays. There's 633 of these. And look at what they've been selling for. 99 cents, 99 cents. Here's the 17 figures for $131. So that's the interesting thing is somebody said, look at them. A couple of you, Diana and Heather both said, look at them as the entire set, but 10 of them for $20. So this is not something you really want to thrift. But again, some people look at it and the first thought becomes Inesco, it's collectible. Not all Inesco is collectible or worthwhile. Some is. What are you doing with paper, Rick? Because you're eating. I can hear you raffling around to get something ready.
Sorry.
Rick must be thrilled because Craig is throwing everything. You had better chance of selling a Boyd's bear. Well, smash them like the precious moment.
Or a Pendelphin.
Or a Pendelphin. But what you do know now is that the one thing that can happen is that at this point now, who is it? Karen, you can replace the ones that you lost for 99 cents. But they do have to pay for shipping. So seeing a bottle left and girl once and broke the hand off cleaning. Oh, I thought you were just for fun. Let's see what else we got next. Okay. Here, kitty. Here, kitty. Now, I don't know if these are a Canadian thing or an American thing. I do see them selling. So this is an entire rack of cat bottles. Like, look at all the cat bottles. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them pussies there. Yes, Doug's saying, woof, look at the pussies. This is, I don't even know how many there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 35, 40 of these. They are, and I don't know if you know this or not, they're Moselle Riesling, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, white wine. So they're wine bottles. Oh, Lord, those wine bottles. Nope on a rope. The internet is for cat. Oksana's seen them. It's like the birds on steroids. Throw the cat bottles. Kathy has sold 5 of them. Expensive to ship. Right? Riesling. Oh, okay. Sherry's like thrift. Buy one of each color, wheel deal repeat. Well, the challenge wheel deal repeat with that is every one of these is a slightly different color. So everyone, like there's no, even those two, that's not the same green as that green. Like this gold is not the same as that gold.
The purples are different colors too.
matte versus a shiny. So they're $5.99 a piece. That's the other thing, is they're $5.99 a piece. I think I see a lot of Nopes throw the cats. They look almost MCM, and that's actually true. They do look kind of MCM. Look up the code. You didn't notice the price, or that the colors were all that different. Wish I'd been at that party. Well, the interesting thing is these are from different years. So take a look. This Riesling is from 2001, and this is from 2011, and the one behind is from 2007. So I think that they actually must manufacture different ones of these every year in different colored cat bottles. And I've seen these at individually. I've never seen this many. I've never seen a herd of cats like this. I have seen them at garage sales, not for $6, and they still sell them. Carl says, I would check on eBay for rare versions, though. Well, what did we do? We decided to meow the bad dog. No dogs. Dogs don't want cats. We do buy a lot of cat stuff. Rick buys a lot of cat stuff, but I'd have to take my doggy glasses off for that, and I have to put on another topper since we're talking about cats. I guess I'll put on my what do I put on? I'll put on these toppers. There we go. That's how easy they switch. So no, we didn't actually buy them.
Yeah, the comps were all over the place.
Paid $3. He's sold between 20 and 25. More colorful sells better. A clouder is what a group of cats is called. And actually, yeah, we did look them up. And here is the interesting thing: is if you go into this is Terapeak, so this is the past 2 years worth of data. In 2 years, there have only been 41 of these sold. That was one thing that was quite interesting, is to see how few have actually sold. And the average price, $3.99, $15. The highest price, $23. The average shipping, $12. So it's exactly that. It's $9 auction with $12 shipping, $21 auction with $15 shipping. So there is, and that was for two. $3.99. So we did find one or two of them that were the rarer ones, actually, just recently. That, as Carl was saying, and the challenge was it was like a green, but I said,
is that the color green from this listing or not?
Yeah, one green one sold for $40. So again, that's an interesting thing. Now, next we're going to go into someplace that's more in my area, and that is toys. And we are on.
Tina had a question.
Okay.
Sorry. Do you use Terapeak in the wild?
I don't use Terapeak in the wild. I use WorthPoint in the wild. Because Terapeak, you actually isn't set to be easily done on your phone. You can use Terapeak on your phone, but you have to open it in Chrome. Like, you have to open the web browser and then surf that way, because there's no way, it's not part of the eBay app.
That's what I do. I've got a link on my iPhone to launch the web app or the website for Terapeak, but I find it's far too cluttered a screen to work with.
But what I was saying is that
how were you talking?
Toys. Well, no, I said now we're gonna go on to something that's toys, and that's actually because I'm always talking about this. We are actually going to be on this weekend on Whatnot, and we have this Thursday, actually, we've got a toy show coming up on Whatnot. It's our live stream, and it's Two Dogs Digs Toy and Pop Culture Variety Show. So that's coming up this Thursday at 8:30. And then Sunday, we're doing our first mystery box express thing. And this is really could be interesting. This is really looks like it's going to be fun. Although Rick is ready to freak out. So the Mystery Express, we're part of a group of people that Schmidt Auctions invited us in, and they are, I don't even know how many there are, Rick. There's probably 45 sellers, and every half an hour another person is starting. And what we're selling is mystery boxes. So you bid on boxes and you don't know what you're going to be getting inside. Now, the way Whatnot lets you do that is you set up 12 boxes, which we'll be doing, and it will be the lowest value of a box is $20. The highest value of a box is $60. the average value of the boxes is $42.50, and then you bid, and whoever the winning bid is, they go, I want box number 2, I want box number 10, I want box number 11. That's how it works. And then we open the boxes live on air. We also are giving away a mystery box. We will have mystery Hallmark boxes that are going to have values of well over $100 retail in value that we're going to be selling for $25. So if you are doing nothing on Sunday, you can come by. And again, this is our Whatnot code for anyone who just wants to pop into Whatnot and go on there and see. And this is in our YouTube channel. You can see it there. You can also ask for it if it's you're in the craft group, the Canadian Crazy Resellers and Fantastic Thrifters group. So if you want to sign up, you get $10. We get $10. Again, if you want to become a seller, this is the thing we always say: is you're thinking about selling, you use this code that we have here, and we will split the $200 that they give to us. So we're coming back onto Whatnot again. So this week is when we're starting it, and we got Thursday is our toy show. There's our little toy show. So we got all these kind of different kinds of toys. Here we go. So this is the little video that we put on with the show. And then we've got our Sunday show. So all this kind of stuff is going to be selling in our show on Whatnot, because we actually are just getting ready to do more of it. Now, I know we owe Sherry a practice test and failed miserably. You can't get the phone of it. We still haven't got around to that. We've been working on a bunch of stuff Schmidt Auctions is great. They're really, really nice. Marla, we were on Marla's show. We're going to be on. Marla has a show on Whatnot on Friday night at 8:30 as well.
YouTube.
On the Schmidt Auctions channel.
YouTube.
Huh?
YouTube.
No.
Isn't it on YouTube?
No, it's on Whatnot. It's live on Whatnot.
Oh.
Yeah, it's live on Whatnot.
Jesus. Okay.
Do you have to do shows on Whatnot from your phone? No, you can do them from a laptop. But what we end up doing, and this is what we owe Sherry, a video that we're trying to build that will show people how to set up different ways you can set up to do your own show on there. So do we have a Worth Point referral code for any discount? No, there is no discounts that we can get with it. All that we can give you is we do have a Worth Point referral, but I don't know what it gives us. All you get is 7 days free, and you get to test it. What we always say with Worth Point is, if you're thinking about that on Worth Point, then find 4 or 5 objects that you want to look up. And then you've got sign up for 7 days. If you don't like it, dump it. It's about $30 a month, but it is an expense for you as a reseller. You can expense that. It's a research tool that you can expense, just like your fees and things like that on eBay. And for us, we find it really relevant, because even with Terapeak only going back 2 years, sometimes to 3 years now, there's items that you find on there that have been on. There are a lot of other platforms besides eBay. I think First Dibs is on there. Max Sold is on. There's a bunch of different platforms. We were just actually reviewing that, and I've got to talk to Rick, and I were talking about it, trying to figure out how that actually works, because we were also talking about advanced listings as well. So we'll dig a little deeper into what that promoted listing stuff does. And there is an eBay mini meeting on this Thursday. So if you want to go to not sort of the spring hello update,
it's a seller check-in, isn't
seller
it?
check-in, on eBay this Thursday at 1 p.m. No, noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. So you can take a look at that, and hopefully they'll talk a little bit more about that. So, but what we were talking about, so yes, we do use Worth Point, but one of the things I do talk about is toys. And so let's go back into the toy side of things. We got about 5 or 6 minutes left on this. So we got a couple other things that we want to go through with you that are part of our Thrift It or Throw It. This next one is a very soft baby. Hello there. I am a play school, very soft baby. This is a little doll in her. Don't tell mom that I'm chewing the baby. Like, that's right. It's like, oh, I didn't even know it. $8. Soft and cuddly. It makes a happy sound. This is for the newborn. This is made in 1993. So would you, for $7.99, would you buy a very soft baby? Oh my God, thrift it. Thrift. So this, again, this is the kind of thing that sometimes you'll see in a thrift store. And it's like, is it the type of thing that you would normally look at? And this is why we always say it may not be something that you normally look at. That's why we want you to always consider things that may be out of your comfort zone. And in 3 more minutes, we're going to show you our March challenge, because we gave you February off, but we got a reseller challenge for you for March. So we got Andrew, definitely thrift. Slow Crafter says throw. Hey. Tina says thrift. Oksana says thrift. Donna, thrift. My daughter had this doll. Nellie says throw. So we got 2 throws. I sold one, a very loved one of those. Thrift the baby. Check for comps.
You missed Carl saying thrift.
Oh, and Candace said thrift too. Adrian said thrift, throw. So this one's about a 70-80%, I think we're looking at. Heather would look it up for the price of $7.99. Well, what did we decide to do? We bring home the baby. Oh, 2 men on the baby. Yay. So why would we do something like that? Well, you know what? You probably don't even have to look it up. If something like this is under $10 and you can find old school Play School, and again, 1993 Play School in the package. So this is a toy that is actually very much a well-loved toy. And here is the thing that surprised us when you do decide, if you did decide to look these up. These are used ones that are $17, $18, $15, $14 for used ones. And if you start going and look at a little higher, and we go, that's start sorting from lowest price. Highest price, $75 for the baby in a box. Snuzzles, 50 for my very soft baby. So take a look at that. There are people paying $30 and $40, $39 for loose baby, loose used babies. You know, when you got a loose baby, $35 for a loose baby. So yeah, baby got back home, and baby going to be going up on eBay very, very shortly. The box adds a lot of value, and yeah, Slow Crafter is like, oh, so that's exactly why we always want to do these shows for you, to see something. You might look at this, and we spotted the box and went, gotta like this look, and put that baby on Etsy. We might actually. I didn't look it up on Etsy, but we might try and do it there because it is over the 20 years old. Next one I'm going to put up is this thing that Rick found.
Stop clicking.
Vintage place. What?
Stop clicking.
Well, you're clicking. I'm supposed to be clicking.
Okay, my hands are off the keys.
So this is this metal bowl that Rick found. And you can see was $6.49. It has a bunch of chips in it, but it's got this kind of like funky look to it. But you can see, look at the chips in the metal here. Now, there's no markings on it at all. Just to show you a few of the flaws. So it was $6.49. Thrift that bowl. Circusy. That's a good way to call it. Circusy. Oh my God. Oh my God, Catherine Holm. Is that like Catherine Zeta-Jones? Like, is that a new saying, Heather? Oh my God, Catherine Zeta-Jones. So we got, I'm guessing that thrift. Toss. Tina's saying toss. I don't get that. Beetlejuice. Google Lens. Janet's throw. Slow Crafter's throw. I'm not thrifting a bowl with a lot of chips. I don't care what the brand is, says Andrew. Throw. So we're about I think we're almost like a 50-50 throw. No markings. Throw. Where's that other comment I saw there? Are you stop flipping through stuff, Rick?
You keep missing things. I should star
I'm
them.
going back to try and find them, and then it moves up and down on me. So
I should star them.
yes, that's what you said you were going to do. You were going to put stars by the things you wanted me to use.
Okay.
Thriftable if it's home. Google Lens search. Throw, as I said. Home was my thought. No clue. Throw. I want a bowl with chips in it and guacamole. I would have knocked you over and stolen that from us. Catherine Home has no markings. Hello, Joel. Well, this was a Rick. Rick, did you decide to thrift it or throw it?
Oh, God. I thrifted it. And the inside is pristine. The edges, there are some chips to the edges. The bottom is a little bit scratched, but there are no markings. And I can confirm that this is indeed Catherine Home. And a lot of her stuff is really, really pricey. Typically, the Catherine Home that you see has the tulip shapes designs. The stripes bowls, there aren't as many comps. It came in blue, yellow, black with a white interior, black with a black interior, but it is really a nice bowl. And I think at $649 US, I
And
think
take a look at this. This is
deal.
the comment that Andrew said, that he wouldn't buy a bowl with chips in it. This is a bowl that has evident chips in it that sold for $83 3 years ago. An orange Catherine Home enamelware bowl. In fact, if you look up that name, I didn't even know that name. It is like how you spell it or anything along those lines. So that's one of the things that you do have to learn is it is Catherine. So it's not
There's
Catherine.
no E in it.
It's Catherine Home.
All one word.
And it's either that or it can be under $789 for if you put it as one word. So Catherine Home. Now, this is the thing again. So just to take a look, this is what is much more common. These sort of floral leaf kind of bowls. Take a look. 5 bids at $200. And if we go to completed, solds, and we actually looked these up, and we were seeing ones that had giant chips. I don't even want to know what those are going to go for, Rick, but look at this. This set's $800.
Yep.
There's a single pink bowl that went for $700. So keep an eye out for these. And there's the 4 stripe bowls, $395. So again, we've looked at these and found ones that had chips on eBay, big, huge chips in the enamel that sold for $150.
Yeah, I spent probably 20 minutes trying to find comps because I knew it was Catherine Home. I just didn't know how to actually find out if she did the striped bowl pattern.
And Slow Crafter, I'm the exact same. I did not. I looked at that when Rick said, "Oh look," and I went, "Oh look, it's an enamel bowl. Look at the chips." I said, "Let me see the bottom. There's no name on it." And he's like, "It's Catherine Home." I was like, "I don't know." I never learned about was the ones that have these
The lotus patterns. Yeah,
that's the only ones I knew about. So it's the same kind of world that it's in.
but this thing is heavy. This is a 3-pound bowl. So just the weight of it, you can tell that it's a quality piece. The other thing that I want people to be aware of is there are also these metal bowls. Now we've bought and sold probably 5 or 6 of these over the years. It's E-Malox. I don't know if you can see that.
Emelox.
Malox. That's another thing to look for.
And the interesting thing is, and we'll take a picture of that and put it onto the craft group. The Emmalox logo has an atomic symbol by it, which also is sort of a hint on what it is. So it's not a she, it's a company. Oh, who knew? Maybe they're Catherine. You never know. Isn't Catherine Home married to
Mike Holmes?
Mr. Wellington? Like, oh.
Imagine
So,
the babies.
Our last one that we're going to do, our last thrifter to throw it, is sticking with the toys because we ended with toys. And this is what we're talking about. Would you thrift or throw this baby? This is a big baby, a big heavy baby. It's in obviously the wrong kind of jumper. It is a baby. Was $8, and the baby is called a Lovabella baby. Now, I don't know what Lovabellas are, but I wanted to look it up and figure it out whether this is something. But would you spend $7.99 on this face? This adorable little face. Well, it's not that it's adorable or not, but would you spend $7.99 on a baby that you know nothing about? Would you look up Lava needs to stay on the shelf? The Lava baby needs to stay on the shelf. Like C. Jerry is the company. I know, but C. Jerry, I wouldn't think is a company. I thought Catherine Home would be a person. Okay, so what do we got here? Throw the big baby. Oksana's passed on them. Throw. Sherilyn is passed. Andrew is passed. Sherry is passed. Adrian is thrift. Janet is don't think so. Creepy baby. Elisa's buy. Pass. It would depend if it worked. Candace is thrift the baby. Well, why is it? Well, this is the thing. If it works, if he doesn't have any original clothes, throw. Well, this is what we decided to do. We thrifted the baby. And why? Well, here's the thing. When I was showing you that other picture, this was the reason that I wanted to look at it. Those eyes looked like it was an interactive doll. And that is exactly what it is. If we look at the back here, you will see that this doll is an interactive doll. And so it is actually wildly interactive. If I turn them on. You can actually tickle his foot. So this is an interactive Lovabella baby. And here's what I wanted to show you about this interactive Lovabella. Yes, the baby. Take a look at how much Lovabellas can sell for. Oh, Lovabella. Oh, baby's going, oh. Okay, shut up, Lovabella baby. So the Lovabella baby, look at in boxes, $550. $450. If we go that they are not in their box, we'll take it out of the box because there is a way you can actually do that. We'll go used. 89 new, 277 used. The used ones, $200. 122. 156. Look at how much some of these dolls are. Now, the interesting thing for us is a couple of things on this as well. I actually was at the thrift store the week before, and I'm not sure if I saw this one or I saw another one. This is really heavy, but I didn't pick it up the week before, and I thought, I'm wondering if I should, and I didn't look it up. This time I decided to look it up, and I'm glad I did, because for $7.99, I've got something that is really probably going to be, it's a boy. Number one, it's a boy. Number two, it's a darker skin as well, so it's not the white baby. But not only that, there's Rick. He's got another Lovabella baby.
Come on, Bert.
There.
Took her long enough.
I left these with him for a little while, and he was where I go downstairs, and he's sitting there with the one baby. They're trying to burp the baby while he's tickling the feet of the other baby. Oh, I just woke mine up. Which leads us to our thrift challenge for the next month, and that is our March thrifting challenges. Get those sales moving with interactive toys. We want you to go out there in the month of March, and we want you to check out interactive motion toys. They can be anything from Elmo's, like this is actually at our thrift store. Those have all, like this, our thrift store somehow ended up getting a set of, I don't even know how many it was. Okay, be quiet, baby. Baby won't be quiet. Hold on. Turn off the baby. There, baby's turned off. But look for things like this. Look for eyes that look like they might move up and down. Look for battery compartments at the back. They may or may not be working when you got them. That is a cat. That's one of the cats. Now, I think it's told you this in another. Rick bought a cat in a box in the safe. This is another cat. I found this cat.
Joy for All.
Yes, from a company called Joy for All. There is a huge number of cats out there or animals out there that is you can find especially at thrift stores, called Fur Real Friends or Fur Real Friends. Now, Fur Real Friends are all sorts of different kind of animals. And take a look at this. There are right now 2,300 solds, and some of them that can be big. This is a horse. It's a real like mini pony. But you can find these donated in their boxes. You can find them without, like there's Squawker's Macaw, which we have one downstairs that we have to keep list. We keep forgetting to list. There's that horse again. But they're all sorts of different sizes, lots of Squawkers. There's a dog for $125. So this is just in the Fur Real side of things. And Fur Real's been bringing out stuff for years and years and years. Elisa says she's ahead of the game. So what we want you to do...
Carl just put the parrot up this month.
Okay. Danny's looking at this like, I don't know what those eyes mean, but it might be, I guess I might have to think about doing something like this. But even if you we get rid of the parrot and we look at something as simple as a price point between... like, let's say a price point between 20 and our maximum, we won't go up to that $500 mark, but we'll go to $100. When we go to $100, there's still 1,100 of them. Look at these puppies, $80, $9. These are, I've seen that cat and passed it up. There's that bear. So there's lots and lots of these out there, lots of different kinds. Now, when you're doing it, if you passed on that parrot today, go back tomorrow. Go back tomorrow. When you're looking up these things for your interactive, there's a couple of things you can do. If you can, bring along AA, AAA batteries, or AAA batteries, AA batteries with you, or C batteries. You may have to bring them home to test them. I was willing to risk. The baby was working in the store, and sometimes that's great. You can test them, and you'll find they're already working. This guy was not. Rick actually opened him up, because one of the pieces is unconnected, says he didn't work. So Rick actually...
Yeah, one of the little wires connected to the circuit board.
So and then when you film them, and you're going to list them anywhere, like Nellie says, put the video in the listing. People want to see. It can be 2 or 3 minutes, showing all the different things that this baby can do. So when you're tickling on his foot, yes, bring along a tiny screwdriver. And as Carl says, for the parrot, the remote itself can get you $60. The cracker for the parrot can get you $20 or $30 on its own. It is creepy, but it is a place for you to potentially find new ways to add a little more money into your thrifting experience. Where the heck am I there? Into your thrifting experience. And that's what we're here to hopefully have you do. Find ways to find extra money, find new things to thrift. And so that's going to be your March thrifting challenge. Some stores don't allow you, so that's the risk you might have to take. So you can get a little small screwdriver and keep it in your purse. Yep. And no, there wasn't any soldering needed. So keep your eyes open for interactive toys for the month of March. We're going to try and have at least one of them we can show you every week, that we find every week, so that you can see in our weekly shows that there's something that we're finding. I'm going to keep them up there. We'll post them in the Canadian Resellers and Fantastic Thrifters group. Join us there. I know some of you here are great. First time seeing you in here. Make sure you join us over in there. Just look up Canadian Resellers on Facebook. You can also see it in the link to any of our YouTube channels. And those of us who did join us here, thank you again for being part of our Kennel Club. $2.99 a month, and you get to see stuff like this. We're going to put up a YouTube video that's all about for real animals as well, which is the start of what we thought about. That was one of our woofs from last summer, talking to people about thinking about for real animals. So think interactive and find out if those interactive sales could get your sales moving. Thanks again for joining us here at Two Dogs Digs. Hope to see you on our Whatnot show on Thursday night or Sunday night, or at any other time. And next Tuesday, when we're here with Carl on our What Sold for the month of February. Woof. Oh, hey, Dax. Dax has a picture. Dax just got a job as a Santa in a movie, and we just saw the picture, and he looks just like Santa. Even more so than you, Adrian. Thanks for liking the Creepy Baby Show. Nelly. Take care. Bye, everyone.
Bye.